One of the things that I have to work on every year is making sure that I don't spend too long on any one spot for no good apparent reason. And it's really common, happens all the time, even to me. So I think the biggest key to that entire thing is to look at your graph and make sure that you have evidence for being where you're at and why. And usually that's in the form of fish that you see on the graph. Now, then the question arises, well, maybe you catch one. How long do you stay at the spot then? Well, I try and use a rule of every 20 minutes or so. If I'm not seeing good evidence of fish on the graph or I'm not catching fish, I'm trying to move. Sometimes those are small moves, especially if I've seen fish on the graph in the area. I don't make great big moves. I think it's really hard for a lot of people, and myself included, to not fish memories. You know where you had caught them. Or maybe it was just last week that you caught them.
Nice, buddy.
Always use the day and your observations to trump all other advice. So if I catch one or two fish in a spot, but I'm not seeing very many on the graph, maybe it's time to move fish. It's the hardest thing to do in the world, to leave fish to find fish. But again, I try to use my electronics to help me figure out how much time I should be spending on a spot, and definitely at that half-hour mark, if nothing's going either from a catching perspective or a looking perspective, I'm gone. So try to use those tips the next time you're out on the water. Don't spend too long on any one spot, especially if you're not seeing those fish on the graph.